We want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
right?
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad room. 100 ENT Solve room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
And she kind of like, I told him, I said, bro, whatever attention you giving her, you taking away from your queen now. So, you know, and she wants your attention, so you might as well stop giving it to her.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey, Wack, what you think what's gonna happen next?
What's gonna happen? What?
What's gonna happen like next with Chris Brown's situation?
He's gonna go to court. He got what he wanted. He wanted to get out, so he's gonna make his money. He gonna go to court. Shit.
You was talking about the Diddy shit earlier, man. I truly believe he fried now. I do.
Listen.
Why you
told
say
everybody.
he fraud?
I told
Go
everybody I
ahead.
don't know if he's gonna survive the drug mule and the male workers.
Yeah, exactly. Because all they got to do is prove 2 predicate acts. So it's like 13 different types of things. It could be arson, intimidation, extortion, all these other kidnapping, all these things. All they need is 2 of them. Shit, bro. The kidnapping we see with the video. Like, you can argue it, but the kidnapping, you got the security guard coming in saying she wanted to leave, and I'm the reason that she was able to leave. He wasn't letting her leave. So then, boom. Let's just say that's one. The arson shit is with the Kid Cudi shit,
They
but
can't prove
you
that.
could. I was about to say, let's throw that one out. But even if
You
they can't,
can't
because they
prove
saying
that.
conspiracy, like
They
he made the
can't
call.
prove it.
But yeah, so let's throw that one out. So then they throwing in the sexual, like he said, the sexual misconduct by like having him come in state to state. Or let's just say he beat that one. Then Wack just said, what's the other one you just said, Wack? What was the one? The drug mule.
Nah, the Kid Cudi shit, they ain't gonna be able to prove that one.
But even then, that's just one act. You know what I'm saying?
The drug mule, they got action at that.
Yeah, and the kidnapping too. What you think about the kidnapping?
What kidnapping?
Well, what
Yeah,
kidnapping?
Capricorn.
They gonna say they sound to say like basically him holding her against her will was kidnapping when she at the hotel situation. That's why they introduced the evidence of the hotel shit. Is because
But
it's supposed to show that he was holding her against her will.
Was it
And
kidnapping
he
or
locked
false
down in the
imprisonment?
car.
but also Capricorn too. Wack, have you heard the information about Capricorn? She's testifying next week. She said that Puffy threatened her and forced her to take him. He forcibly took her with him to Kid Cudi's house. So not just the bombing of the car,
Wait,
But
wait.
the
Hey, slow down. See, so
okay.
she's saying she witnessed. First of
Mm,
all, Puffy ain't went over there and bombed nobody car himself.
No, 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 not that part. That was before that. So when this is the timeline. Puffy found out about Cassie messing around. He made Cap. Now this is what they're saying. He made his assistant Capricorn take him to Kid Cudi's home. Capricorn was sitting outside, and she called Cassie and said, "Puffy is here. He forced me to bring him here." When Kid Cudi got to the home, he called Puffy, and Puffy told him, "I'll be waiting for you when you get here." When Kid Cudi got to the house, his dog was locked up in the bathroom, and stuff in his house was of disarray. And
Okay,
he
when the
called.
camera show.
He said his camera was moved, and his security
Okay,
camera was
what is
tampered with.
camera? Okay, so does he have that on camera?
He called the police. He did. He
That ain't see
testified.
y'all doing it again.
No, no,
Did he
no.
have
I'm
it
just
on
listening.
camera?
I'm no listen. I'm not saying. I'm
I'm
not
saying,
saying.
did he have it on camera?
He said that his
Uh,
camera was what you call it.
Okay, did he have it on camera?
He didn't have it on camera, but
Okay, let's
no,
move past it.
Yeah, because it
okay,
ain't
but
no
let's just
but.
this
It
part.
yes,
But this
it,
part why.
yes.
But no, no, no. This part why Capricorn is getting on stand to testify that Puffy made her bring him there. So I don't know how
Okay,
much.
did Capricorn say she watched Puffy break in the house and move the
Well,
cameras?
we'll find out what she say on Tuesday because
Okay,
she's going to be on the trial on the stand on Tuesday. So
okay.
she's going to testify
So
that he
this is
forced.
so worst case they saying he vandalized somebody else.
Yeah, locked the dog
Oh,
up and vandalized his home.
I don't think it's a crime against locking the dog up.
No,
I,
but I guess maybe it goes with the intimidation. I'm not sure the angle that they're taking, but he said that him and Puffy did talk afterwards. And Puffy told him, "Hey, you was messing with my girl, and I'm pissed off. I was pissed off about it." And he said, "She told me y'all broke up." This is what Kid Cudi said on the stand, and he was like, "Broke
Mhm.
up? We didn't break up." He said, "That's what she told me. That's what she told me." And so when the defense attorney crossed him, he said, "So she was playing both of you guys." Kid Cudi said, "Yes, she was playing both of us." So Capricorn's supposed to come in on Tuesday and give the witness testify to what she know about the incident, not about the bombing of the car, but about the incident about the ramshacking his home.
Mhm.
'Cause they don't have any witness to that. When he even asked Puffy about it, Puffy said, "What car?" So they don't have no proof of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The hearsay is a hearsay. Uh, I think the drug mule gonna be a problem. I think he gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was trying to
and then the scratch off thing,
the what?
the
scratch that.
scratched off AR.
Yeah, the serial numbers defaced. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's why I feel like he fried because it's like
Yeah. So
even if
yeah,
I be
Brock.
giving
So
up some of the
it
stats
say
because
he.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
nah, I was just saying like just the like okay arson fuck it let's throw that one out because like that and if we throw out a lot of the different ones he still got another like you know what I'm saying and all they got to do is prove two predicates X man that nigga like I just don't see it I don't see no angle but I don't know we'll
Okay,
see.
Brock, you keep saying they gotta prove what? Some of the people probably don't know what you're saying when you say that. Could you?
Okay, so two predicate acts to prove the racketeering, and then the predicate I can't name them all off, but some of them include like kidnapping, arson, intimidation. Because basically the RICO was established to get mob bosses,
I
so it's
think
a conspiracy.
extortion one of them
Yeah,
too.
extortion. Yeah, so it was mainly we was talking about it earlier. It's mainly to get mob bosses, people that don't get their hands dirty. So it's a way to tie like the organization to a head. So they really want the head when you get in a place like this. So like the head don't never pull the trigger. The head don't never be at the place to blow up the car. They don't never, but they the ones calling the shot, financing the operation,
Gotcha.
everything going for them. So that's
Gotcha.
why it don't really matter that he didn't blow the car up. It's just to show if they could show that he even made the call or even
Yeah,
had
but you
something
need
to
the
do
nigga
with
that
it.
blew the
You see,
car up. You need the
huh?
nigga he paid or blew the
and,
car up.
and, and we don't know. It's still witnesses coming, so we really don't know I like so we gonna have to wait and see. But it's a reason they brought the Kid Cudi nigga there. The feds play different, so it's a reason he there. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and it ain't just to show the nigga
So,
play with
bro,
his dog in the
do
house.
do you still think that the feds is fumbling?
Nope, not no more.
Because a lot of cats was talking about, oh, the feds is fumbling on this case right
When
now.
I was ignorant to the law, I did. I just told them earlier today. I actually got to come back in because niggas done educated me. The G Waynes, even Wack though. Because look at we'll go back to the Tory Lanez. I gave you credit earlier, Wack on that one. But like when I didn't know a Rico, cause I never had no Fed case. I never had no
Ah,
Rico. You
you
know what I'm saying?
fought me on that, you big head motherfucker.
I did. I'm from Houston,
I
so I
know
was
you
supposed to.
did.
Yeah,
That's good.
but listen,
You
you
got
turned
good,
out
motherfucker.
right on that one because like I told them, we was breaking down that one and then the timeline of how he got stabbed, right? We not conspiracy people, but at the end of the day, the security come out with some of the shit you been saying for the whole year. Footage is finna come out. You getting people starting to back him, and then 2 days later, the nigga gets stabbed by a dropout Mexican. Hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like let's do the math, man. A dead man tells no tales, bro. And if the DA for money, we was talking about the $1 billion lawsuit and how much he gonna get. Okay, cool. Money though, the DA, all them cases, all that shit that they gonna have to face, all of the political turmoil, the lawsuits that's gonna come from all the other people cases that been fucked around with this evidence, like the shit finna get bad. I'm gonna be real with that storyline. So they'll rather get the nigga out the way. And anybody stop me if I'm wrong, but that's where we at with this shit.
Uh,
But yeah, that's it though, Pit. That's how I think about both of them cases right
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
how long? What they? How long they think they're supposed to be in trial? How long is the trial supposed to last?
They said
They
8 weeks.
weeks.
8 weeks?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Puffy.
And mind you, the shit got thrown out because Cassie had to go first. I think that the prosecutors initially wanted her to go later because they wanted to build up the case and have her be like the splash later. But mind you, her baby due on June 1st. So she had to go now. So like now they have to like build it back around that. So that's why I feel like they was losing at first because I feel like it threw off their whole like what they was planning on doing and shit like that. Like they wanted to build it up to Cassie, but they had to start with Cassie. So that's why like publicly it felt like they was losing. But watching the case, y'all know that they got the case basically all the transcripts in there and then you can watch the case. They put like the AI voices and it's going back and forth so you can literally watch the case that way. Shit kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's hard with the AI voices reading back and forth.
Yeah, they reading it. They got the objections. They got the judge. They got all of the transcripts. So you plug that shit into AI, give everybody voices. Shit, they playing that bitch like it's the case.
Yeah, everybody think it just started off slow because they was just all on the domestic violence and the shit that we already knew, man. But they just been painting that picture, bro. And the first time I knew he was really fucked up, bro, was the male escorts, bro. The male escorts is the sex trafficking. It ain't no females, it's the niggas, bro. That's they still kind of sex trafficking too, bro. Even though they males, that shit just not, we just don't hear a lot about no male sex trafficking shit. It's always female.
It's just what we thought sex trafficking colloquially, what we thought it was just like some kids being in a box or somebody from somewhere being pushed and shit. Like we
Uh-huh.
had an idea what it looked like, especially being from like Houston. It's one of the capitals of that shit.
Yeah, it's
Like a
one of the
woman getting
hubs.
kidnapped and didn't, you know what I'm saying? We had a whole different idea of it, but it's technically if you got your wife and you doing some
Mm-hmm.
other shit and against her will if she say, and you got her going state to state, country to country, doing shit against her will. You know, the letter of the law,
Like some
man.
man act shit, that man act shit, like all that shit fit in there.
Now, with the drug mule, do we know if he's a witness or did he give
He
did
got
he
out. He got out 3 days after he got
okay?
arrested. So
So
you do
he's
your
most
math.
likely okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, most
You
likely
do
he's
you do your math, man.
yeah, okay. 1+1 always equal 2. All
Every
right.
time. Every time. So.
Part of the RICO, except they probably giving him immunity for his testimony, like everybody else.
But
To
like
go.
we was saying, Prince was saying it too earlier. We gotta understand the Rico shit is not to get the little niggas. It's to get the big fish on the damn totem pole. So they'll throw all the little shit. Like that's why everybody like, damn, well she did this, she did that, he did this. They're prostitutes. How come they didn't? The drugs is illegal for everybody, you know. But that's not what they after, bro. The feds don't get. They want to get that big fish. I
Yeah, yeah.
still
Give us
think
what you
Cassie.
know you can walk. Give us what you know you can
What
walk,
I
type
think
shit.
though is Cassie still will face some civil lawsuits after this shit though. I definitely think she will. I like cause that's probably where she'll get, you know, her karma back in it, cause she did just come up 30 that we know about so far, 30 million. You know, after her lawyers get paid, she probably got a cool 15. So they gonna come after her ass, bro. Niggas gonna come after the people that she was doing that shit to. Once they realize they can run a class action on her ass, they gonna do it. I have about 10, 15 victims.
Yeah, love. This shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.